Okay. Gonna bring that over there. Gonna bring XLM over here. Gonna bring Link over here. Alright. I have to reset that. Shiv's back above that 10 mark. A retrace up or down? We're going up right now, buddy. That's what I can tell you. We are going up. We are going up. Maybe we'll have some pullbacks around 42K. Maybe some small ones about around 40. You saw us almost touch 40 a few hours ago. We went down to 38. Now we're going back up. I do think Bitcoin's at least, even if the top's in for the bull market, I don't think there's some people do. If the top's in, we're still going to go back at least a 50 to 55, maybe 55 to 60K before we go back down. I think we're going to make a new all-time high on this run up, but we'll see what happens. I do think Bitcoin is going up, though. Down, absolutely. No, we are going up right here. We are going up. So until we get above 42K, there's always a chance to go retest 30K for a triple bottom. But I don't see us, actually, if that did happen, I wouldn't see us going all the way back down to 30K because we just we made a new higher low at 31K just yesterday. So that's $1,000 higher, and in the short term, that's pretty bullish. I think what Bitcoin is going to do is make a W pattern and go up that way. So we might go up a little bit, go up to 50K or 47K, and come back down to maybe test 35 to 40K. We'll see what happens. But ICB coin review, please. I'll write that down. I'm not going to, I mean, I can look at that here, but if you want me to do a whole review, it'll have to be another video. I'll make a video after this. Or, yeah, at some point I will. I'll write it down. Alright, well, we're going to actually get a start here in 2 minutes. So, XLM's at 45 cents almost, so I'm very happy about that. What is Link doing? Link's at... What is it? Link's at $27. I'll say all these altcoins and Bitcoin have green dots on the 1 hour. That's kind of why we're going up. Let me go to the 4 hour really doesn't have any green dots on any of these yet, but I think that's probably going to happen pretty soon. You'll see. The 2 hour chart for Bitcoin also has a green dot. Let's go to the 3 hour. 3 hour doesn't yet, but 1 and 2 hours do. So Bitcoin short term or on bigger time frames like the 1 hour chart are looking very good for more upside. I honestly think we'd probably go retest 42K, get a rejection maybe down to 40K, and continue, and then try to break it one more time. That's what I'm seeing. And I think by tomorrow morning, at the very latest, we break 40K. How's it going, Eric? Uni is killing it. What is Uni doing? Let me go check that before we get started. I'm pretty excited about what's going on in crypto, though. I put another few $1,000 in yesterday, and I'm pretty happy I did. Alright, so and honestly on these dips, you should be spending, I shouldn't say everything, but you should be putting a lot of money that you have into these dips because we're going to go back up, assuming you're bullish on the market, which I am. Okay, what is Uni doing? Uni is currently at $26. I mean, all these altcoins are going up. It's nothing crazy. It's up 5%, I guess, in the last 2 hours, so that's decent. It does have a green dot on the 1 hour. Uni does. Let me go to the 3 hour. Uni doesn't have it on the 3 hour, but all these altcoins are having it on the 1 and 2 hour, so it's nothing crazy. It's just doing what everything else is doing in crypto right now. We just came out of a retrace, exactly, and we're finally going up. Even when you all thought it was over, we're finally going up. You know, these retraces don't last forever, even in a bear market, even if we are in a bear market, which I definitely don't think we are. I'm pretty bullish on the market. Let's go over to Bitcoin and let's talk about that. If you guys want to see the charts like always, we are on YouTube. Bitcoin just chilling around 39.5. So we got rejected off of 40 grand a few hours ago, went down to 38, and now we're going back up. That's what I love to see. We need to break 40K, then we got to break 42K, and then from there, really the next major target's 47K. That's probably not going to happen all in one day, obviously, but hey, you never know. I'm going to YouTube. Alright, let me know how the sound is. If it's bad, I'm probably going to get a mic. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so yeah, right now, Bitcoin, let's go to the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin did get the green dot on the 1 hour chart about 5-6 hours ago. Maybe that was actually, that might have been 3 a.m., not 3 p.m., so that would have been about 16 hours ago. The 2 hour has a green dot as well for Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin is looking very good. A lot of these altcoins have green dots on the 1 and 2 hours. Nothing really on the 3 or 4 hours yet for most of them. That's probably going to change if Bitcoin breaks 40K, which I think it will. So right now, Bitcoin is going up. The target's 42K. Short term, Short term, the target might be 40K, but once you break that, the next major target that we're looking for is 42K. Then maybe you retest 40K a few times, chill between 40 to 42K for a few days or maybe a day, and then you probably go up and hopefully test 47K maybe, you know, later this week or something, like early next week. That's kind of my prediction and time frame on this. I think we're going to have a W pattern forming on Bitcoin right now, so I think maybe Bitcoin goes up to test 47K, gets rejected, goes back down to 40K or 40 to 42K, and then continues higher. And that's going to happen on a daily time frame probably, but we'll see. But yeah, right now Bitcoin is looking really, really good. Short term, we won't really be super bullish long term on a daily time frame until Bitcoin can get above 47K. Alright, let's go over to... I mentioned this coin called TrueCoin. I got in around 41 cents. Right now it's at 38.5. I think this has a great chance to go up from here. We'll kind of see what happens, but I do think TrueCoin is due for a move up. What is XLM doing? XLM is currently at 45 cents, so we actually broke that resistance that we had at 43 cents. We broke that resistance that we had at 43 cents, and now our next target is really almost 60 cents at 59 cents basically. So that's our next major target. Yeah, you have little resistances in between that, but that's the next major strong resistance that we need to break. And long term, if you break 59 cents on XLM, your target's gonna be, honestly, what we just had the other day is an all-time high. Without the wicks on the daily chart, it'd be about 73 cents. If you go to a 6-hour chart, your wicks are probably gonna be closer to 75 cents. So 75 cents would be the next target if you can break 60 cents. So that's kind of what XLM is doing. Pretty bullish on that as well over the bigger time frames. That is my biggest holding in crypto right now. What is Link doing? Let me go over to Link. Link currently at 27.25, slowly going up, continuing to go up. Let me go back to the 1-hour chart, zoom in a little bit. So yeah, we got the green dot on the 1 hour for Link. 3 hour doesn't have it yet, but the 2 hour does have it though. MACD is starting to go up here on Link. It's actually might be going up a little bit too fast. I don't know. We'll have to see. So you could get cool down maybe when you hit 30 bucks, come back down, test 25, and continue up. I don't know. It's just me completely guessing, but I do think Link is going to again make new all-time highs this bull run, which for the bull run was just about $50. It might have been like $52 or something. All right. So if you guys have any coins you want me to look at, let me know. I'll look at them. Bro, SafeMoon, never heard you talk. You never heard me talk about SafeMoon? First of all, I'm pretty sure that's only on Binance, so that's probably why. I don't, I just use Uniswap. Just wrong. What's your opinion? We go back to 40s, and then another dip to the low 30s. To the low 30s? No, I don't think we're going to see low. I don't think we're going to see 31, 32. I don't think we're going to go back below 35K here. Bitcoin has a green dots on the 1 and 2 hours, and honestly, I see Bitcoin hitting 42K, maybe getting rejected, go test 40K, go up. From there, once you break 42K, you go to 47K. From there, you might retest 40 to 42K, and you go up slowly. Now, when you get to 50K to 55K, maybe 50 to 60K, that's when I could see if Bitcoin has already put in the top of this bull run, which I don't think it has, but some people do. If it already has, then I could see Bitcoin going to 30K. But I don't think you're going to see low 30Ks until you at least hit 50K. That's just my prediction. So I think honestly maybe when we get to 50K, even if we're still in a bull market, I think we are. I still think that maybe Bitcoin goes and chills, between 47 and 50K for a few days before going up high, maybe a week or two, because that's going to be going from 31 to 50K is kind of a big jump, so we might want to cool off a little bit. I don't know, but I don't think this bull market's over by any means. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Of course. CIO and ICP and GRTI, Eric. Okay, we'll start with CIO because I'm actually curious about what that's doing because we haven't looked at that in forever. Alright, so CIO is at 12.7 cents, currently going up rather fast. Very good for the project. Green dots on the 1 hour. Nothing, no green dot on the 3 hour yet. 2 hour just printed about 4 hours ago, and you'll continue up. Your next major target is going to be just below 14 cents at 13.8 cents. That's kind of going to be your target on that. Once you break that, then you have a little bit of resistance, not a strong resistance, though at 16.5 cents. And then I would say that your next major target is going to be about 20 cents. I don't think all these resistances really exist. I think if we do the average, it'd be basically 16.5 cents, and then 20 cents is the next major one. But these strong resistances are around 14 cents and 20 cents. 20 cents is extremely strong resistance, as we know. So that's the targets to look out for on that. Now GRT, I'm also very curious about what this is doing. I personally got out of this. I'm not going to be buying back into this, but let's go look at GRT. At 85 cents, your next major target's going to be 90 cents. If you can break 90 cents, your next major target's $1.40. Simple as that. I know $1.40 from when I trade it or when I invest in GRT is extremely strong resistance at $1.40 or just below it. So that's the next target you got to get above. But 90 cents I don't think will be extremely hard if Bitcoin keeps going up here. 2-hour chart just printed a green dot, so that is good for this asset. GRT also doesn't have it on the 4-hour yet. 1 hour does have it earlier today, so GRT looks pretty good in my opinion. If you break 90 cents though, you could have a small breakout trade at $1.40 or $1.36. So GRT, very good, especially once you break 90 cents. And ICP. What is ICP? I feel like I know what it is, but I don't know. ICP. ICP, okay, daily chart. I don't know if we've ever looked at this. Oh, I know what this is, computer coin. Never mind. Is this on, I want to do ICP to USD. Can we do that? Yes, it's on Coinbase. Alright, so obviously when you look at the daily chart, it's gone straight down. You had the bottom right here at about $125 I should say. And now you're going up. Your targets, I mean, you have the, I don't know if there's really any resistance at 263. You get a psychological resistance, of course, at $200. That's a ways away. If you go to smaller time frames, not the daily time frame, actually, the ICP looks kind of bad right now. Actually, if you look at the small time frame is saying that it is, actually it's at 150. And small time frames is saying it's a sell on the 1 hour chart, which is pretty scary if you ask me. 2 hour chart, though, did just print green dots. If you look at the bigger time frames, it's fine. Let's go to small time frames, like 30 minutes still is green dot, so overall you're probably actually good on ICP. Let's go look at what the MACD is doing for this asset. 30 minute is bullish, 1 hour chart is bullish, 4 hour chart is bullish, 6 hour chart on the MACD is bullish. Now I don't love trading by the MACD, but it is interesting to look at once in a while. And RSI is currently at 46 on the 6 hour chart for ICP, so it looks very good for more upside. All the charts really look good for more upside. And target for ICP, if it wants to keep going up, is $200. That's going to be a psychological resistance there. Alright. Do you think it will move to 45K, then drop down to $20? Like I said before, no, I do not. That would be a bear market to go below 30K in my opinion, especially if it goes a daily candle below 30K. So no. If it's the bear market, then yes. But even if we're in a bear market, I still think you're going to get, if nothing else, a bounce to 50K before you see 30 to 20K. I think we're in a bull market though, so I don't think we see 20K maybe ever again for Bitcoin. Maybe we're in the bear market, but I think 20K would definitely be the bottom in the bear market, unless you know that you're another crazy world event like coronavirus. Safety on BSC, you never talked about it. Do you have any views? Shiba, will it pump again? Personally, I think there are coins that are much younger than Shiba that have a much better chance to pump than Shiba. Shiba's going like Dogecoin. Both, I know I can look at CoinMarketCap right now, but I can tell you Shiba coin is, I think, a top 20 coin. It's 29th coin on CoinMarketCap, and it's currently at 11 basically, price-wise, but it's ranked 30th. It doesn't have a lot of room to go up at 30. Yes, it has room to go up. It could double, triple, it could 10x. But I think there's a lot of meme coins that are maybe riskier, but have a lot more upside than this. I can tell you Leash is probably one of them. What is Leash at? Because it's kind of, Leash is kind of like a Shiba coin. What's Leash at? Leash is at $25.84. Yes, the price is $2,500, but it has a lot more upside to go than Shiba coin because of the rank in the market cap. And yes, you have to look at the market cap when you look at these coins. So Leash is maybe one you'd invest in. Yes, the price is high, but you can still buy fractional shares of it or whatever, or fractional coins of it or whatever. So I think Shiba is still a good buy if you want 5 to 10 extra money if the bull market isn't over. But I think there's a lot more coins if you want to be a little riskier, like Dogecoin that could pop off, that could maybe still do 100x. Now 100x would put this coin crazy high, so maybe that's not super realistic. Price-wise, if you did 100x on Dogecoin or on Doge Killer, it'd be at 260 grand. So that might not be super realistic, but I think it's possible. What's the market cap on this? I don't think it even tells you because it's such a new coin, Doge Killer is. So Doge Killer is one I recommend looking into. And yeah, I don't talk about SafeMoon just because, like I said, it's on Binance. I only trade on Uniswap. That's all I can do. I can't figure out PancakeSwap. It's too confusing for me. So I'd love to do it though because I know the fees are way less than Uniswap. But so with that being said, let's go back to Bitcoin to wrap things up. Right now, sitting at $39.3 thousand. I do think within the next 24 hours you get above 40K again. I think Bitcoin is headed to long-term 50 to 60K before maybe a bounce or maybe a consolidation period back to 47K. But I do believe Bitcoin is going up from here. I don't think you're going to see anything below 35K within the next few weeks. I just don't see it happening. Donut, I have no idea what Donut is. D-O-U-N-T. The rank is 1646, so it's pretty low, but yeah. What's it at? It's up 2% for, I don't know, what is this coin? Well, I don't know, I can look at the charts. If it's on the charts, D-O-U-N-T. All of these are reactive Ethereum though, and don't, yeah, I don't have any good charts for this unless they go over to, hold on. Let me go over to my other exchange so I can look at the charts on this maybe if they have it. I don't know anything about it though, so. Hold on, it's loading. Okay, well all the charts I have for this are horrible. So there's like no volume on this, at least from what I can see. Maybe there's volume, I don't know. Well, you're kind of at all-time lows on this coin, at least recently. Not quite all-time lows, but you're at all-time recent lows, if that makes any sense. If this chart is at all accurate, but basically, really, the all-time low was 0.0007 basically. But the recent lows, you just broke a support line. If you guys are watching me on YouTube, you can see this. You just broke a support line right here on the 12-hour chart, or no, sorry, the 3-day chart. Basically at 11 with the decimals, of course, 0.010938 whatever. You just broke that support, which is not good. So your next support's really your next super strong support. I mean, you would have a little bit of support a little bit lower, which it looks like you actually got the wick off of around 8. But if you break that, your next support's gonna be like 50% lower than that. So I don't know. It's a completely, I don't really know what it is. But as far as support and resistance, if you break the support that you're at right now, it's gonna crash. So I wouldn't touch it. But hey, I think there's better projects out there to touch. But that's just my opinion on that. Do FEG. Alright, I invest in FEG as well. I think we're going to have to go back to our chart. Donut app. I don't know what that means. Donut app. Alright, so FEG. I'm going to go to a smaller time frame, the 3-day chart. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. I'm pretty sure that green dot's where I invested, so you guys can see I'm down like 50% of my money still. But, and I don't even chart this out really on FEG. Got support down there. You bounce off that support. You also have really strong support, or you also have really strong, I should say, resistance right here at this level. Actually, that'd be support because you're above it. So we have really strong support at that 10 mark right now. You're at 1133, and the next target would be basically where I got in at 20. If you break that, your next major target would be basically close to all-time highs without the wicks, which would be about 40 if you want to round up. So those are targets. I think short term it looks good. There's no indicators I can use on this platform, so all we can do is support and resistances. But overall, I think long term it looks really good, especially if Bitcoin makes no all-time highs. So looks pretty good. So with that being said, guys, I think Bitcoin's good. I think we're going up. I don't think you should pay and sell if it goes back down to 38K. If you break 38K, then maybe get worried. But overall, I think Bitcoin looks very good. If it breaks 38K, I'm not selling. That's all I can say. Unless we break 30K and close a daily candle below it, or close a daily candle below 30K, I will not be selling any of my crypto. So, alright, well, with that being said, guys, thanks guys for joining. I will be back here live tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. Remember, we're on YouTube, so go subscribe to that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Trade safe, guys. See you tomorrow. 40 to 45K this week, then staying close to 20K. Yeah, but 40 at some point, the more times you test the resistance, you're going to break that 42K mark. And I think this bounce has to take us higher because we dropped so much. So that's just me. All right. See you guys. See you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.